Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be my preview on Bret Hart, Best There Ever Will Be. Bret is a focused striker, Attitude Era. He has the Hart Family Link, any color sub move lasts one more turn. Hart Foundation, matching green gems, charges it 2 more. Canadian, 60% less damage from yellow moves. And Attitude, gems do 10% more damage. He does get a gear. The gear adds 4 MP. This will not be taking the gear into account or 99 MP. He's a coach, a very, very good one. Anyone making yellow or green multiply gems, he will be better on them than Zombie Gunther is. So an upgraded Zombie Gunther on yellows and greens. Super good coach. So yeah, he's somebody that I value as a coach alone. So let's get in here and check him out and see how it goes. Bret was a struggle for me. It took a little while. I actually have 6 different builds. My favorite by far is the last one, but there's a lot going on here. The strap, we're going to start off with the first build is going to use the Prey in the Night plate. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, you gain 3 more MP. Only for this plate is the only place I'm going to care about it for this preview. We have a 20% strap on, double Fury 2s, and a 200% black move damage metal Fury as well. So yeah, that covers that. We're going to start off with triple green, inverted atomic drop, 6 MP, 264k damage, make 40 random gems into Snowfall gems. Everything underneath them turns green. Spike pile driver, deal 331k damage plus 75k bonus damage for every Snowfall, also 6 MP. Pendulum backbreaker, 6 MP, deal 208k damage and choose 7 gems to make into black gems. Also 6 MP. So before you say, Mherex, what about the Chic plate? Chic plate is going to add minimal amounts now at silver and even less than gold onto these small moves. It would be a waste of a Chic plate in my opinion. You're going to gain hardly anything. Entourage for this one, we're going with steel, 4 green MP. New Mherex, Snowfall gems do 200% more damage. We don't care about the red MP here. New Miz, Snowfall gems do 100% more damage. We also don't care about the red move damage there. And then 17k Santa, so your charge turn 1 and feud post 99 MP. It makes those 40 Snowfall gems do 303k damage each, or 12 million damage when you hit the Spike Pile Driver. So the goal here is to not cascade. This is not the kind of gameplay I like, but I am running it because it's decent if you pull it off. So yeah, anyway, you throw out your Snowfall gems, and then you click this button and do 12 million damage, like so. Then you make a 5 match and hopefully don't cascade. It can be 5, it can be 6, whatever you like. And then you're going to want to set up a 3 match on the bottom and hopefully not cascade there. Really not liking the look of this board at all, so we'll do that. Yeah, there's the cascade, so it automatically doesn't work this time. That gets you 3 MP, then you swipe your black gem, gets you the other 3 MP with the plate, and then you redo your moves. There's no room for cascade error, which is why I do not like these kind of builds, but you can get it off twice turn 1, which is good for 22 million damage, or 24 million damage just in the Snowfall gems, and then you blow up the board, right? So in this, here you go, another 12 million, a little bit more, we have more gems, and then you blow up the board. This way you can at least see what the gem damage is. I'm not going to run it again because the proof of concept was there. You just need to not cascade, and that's why I don't like these for feud and why I don't run builds like that. Gem damage, 9.9 million. At gold, the gem damage would be 18 million there. So you do your 24 million damage-ish at gold. Let's call it like 26 million damage at gold. And then you'd hit an 18 million pin-ish for like 38 mil. It's not going to take people out at gold. Anyway, that's that build. I'm also not a power gem fan, generally. So again, this took more work for me than normal because I don't generally appreciate these builds personally. So he has a lot of power gems. So that move is the Crucifix Bomb counter. 6 MP, 264k damage, make 40 random gems into power gems with strength 117k. And then the finisher we're bringing in, diving pointed elbow drop, 10 MP finisher, deal 189k damage, increase the damage of all your gems by 98% for 1 turn, and then you choose 3 rows to destroy. So it's one of the combo finishers. Entourage for this one, looks like we're running Steel, Woods, Nikki, and Santa. So again, I'm going to try and tick the power gems twice before the finisher with a 5-3 match swipe, all that jazz. So the goal here is to have all your power gems out, right? And then do a 5 match, and then you tick it there. And then you swipe and tick it again with them out on the swipe. So double ticks, and then you hit the finisher for a 3rd tick. You'll see. I'm probably going to cascade, so you probably won't see. But anyway, you'll get the idea. Like, so Santa allows it so both both 6 MP moves are charged in feud. So you can do this. And you can set up the 5 match you like. Generally, I find verticals to be better. However, as much as I cascade, do you really want to take my advice on that? Anyway, we're going to tick the power gems here. And of course, I cascaded one from the sky. So that's 7 million damage. And now we don't get to get the 2nd set out and swipe on that after that fact, which would give us about another 8 million. So that'd be like 15 mil, and then the pin, where you would just destroy the top row and then get a tick of like 7 mil. Anyway, it basically wipes all of his life out. Again, not scaling to gold though. 7 million finisher, blow up the top row. We still wiped his health because of the finisher. And you could have added another 8 million. So that's, again, about 36 million at gold, give or take. So you won't beat golds on 1 cycle with that. So I'm not gonna run that again either, because, you know, I'll cascade more times than not. Actually practicing, doesn't matter. I just cascade a lot. Just about every time. Anyway, that's why I won't run it in feud. If it works for you, great. If you like that, great. We're moving on to triple black, and we're going to buff the power gems more on this. We're bringing the sub in. Choose 8 gems to make into black sub gems, so it recycles itself. So you want to do 2-3 matches, and then this is always going to be loaded the next turn. Anyway, remaining gems turn into Snowfall gems of black when broken by you. This would be great in a boss battle. You could keep them towards the top and then buff your moves. But in like feud and stuff, they're just going to go straight to the bottom. You won't have hardly any. It won't be that good. Right. So this one, to start loaded, we're going to go with Taker for 2 black MP, and then 50% on the power gems. Going to keep Nikki. And you could do Bliss for another 25% on the power gems. I just felt like being cheeky and put Lita on for the finisher, because he has a decent finisher. Right. It does like 1.89 million damage base. So that's like 800 or 900k. Anyway, I did it because I wanted to. So this one, throw your power gems out, because when you make a match, power gems tick. So Otis is at 25 mil, so the power gems should tick here. Of course, we have 41 at 235k. It's approximately 8 million. 2-3 matches is what you want. Let's put one there, and let's do one there. And then I am going to only put 1 gem out because I don't want to cover any power gems. I could put 1 there too, but so you can see we took half his life basically, or pretty near, 10 million off with that. So it's really efficient. Then you pop these out so your board's covered. This is probably the best of the power gem builds in my opinion. Then you hit your finisher for big damage, and then you hit this and it ticks all your power gems, and that's going to wipe his health, right? So again, won't quite scale to gold. However, you can recycle with the sub and keep draining them and ticking the power gems. So actually like that build set fairly decently as far as the power gems goes. That would be my favorite. All right, sub build. This is sub with blow up the board, and hopefully you keep the power gems on there. It's hit or miss for me when that works. When it works, it's awesome. You think you generate 40 random sub gems, it's going to be great. It's going to be all of the sub gems. So his other sub, the Sharpshooter, 40 random sub gems, 369k 3 turns, remaining turned into Snowfall gems red. So we're going to have 40 ones that drop red beneath, and then arm drag, 6 MP, 269k damage, increase your black MP by 10. Really, really nice. Gets the finisher loaded without matchy match or anything. And you hit the finisher, blow up the board, recycle. That's the objective here. This one, we're going to continue to go this Snowfall route because basically this is 300%. So every Snowfall gem is essentially a ×3 multiply gem. And then we're going with, what's his face here? Zombie Priest to generate 30% more red gem damage and Sting. So again, everything is ready, turn 1 and feud when 99 MP goes away with these builds. This one you would run with dog-eared gremlin plate. Red gems, 46k with nothing on them. So 3 turns, you would hope we would keep most of them. There's a row break and a cascade. I'm going to, lose a decent amount of them. He swiped and charged his moves. This is my big issue with sub gameplay and why I don't like it. Right here, this is very normal. He came out of the sub completely loaded after his swipe. So yeah. Anyway, then you would hit this and load the finisher. So the red Snowfall gems are 109k, which is nice. And then you destroy 3 rows, but you can see how this worked out. It just doesn't work out that we get really these 2 columns great. So your gem damage isn't nearly as good as it could have been. In boss, this would be really good. So 7.5 million gem damage, 12 million total damage. We got lucky he didn't kick out. So there's that. Let me throw a dog-ear gremlin plate on for 100% buff, and maybe we'll get a better board. But that illustrates precisely why I don't enjoy sub gameplay anywhere other than boss. In boss, subs are great. Setup moves, they have buffs. They work really, really well. But outside of boss, even in tours, a lot of times subs really let me down. So I try to stay away from sub builds 1000% for feud. So Bret was more challenging for me. I had to work a little bit, but I came up with something that I like at the end here. A weird tricolor build, spoiler. This one is better-ish, but still not great. Red gems after the sub, 67k. On the Snowfalls, 130k. Picked up about 30k a gem, give or take. The spread is not great at the top here, but we should only miss 1 column, so it could be worse. 9.7 million gem damage at gold, that's only 18. So again, doesn't really get it done, but it does drain them, so it does have its place and its options. I know some people have to use the subs because it's their best option. So this one this is what I expected probably to be my favorite going into it. On paper, I came up with something I like more than this, but this is fairly decent. You use the choose, the Snowfalls, and then the finisher. You've seen all the moves already, though, so this is just a matter of putting the right loadout in. And as you know, I'm not going to do a 5 in a 3 match to try and set up the finisher. I'm going to use matchy match with NWO Hogan, so 2-3 matches loads the finisher. We do want these Snowfall gems all to have 200% more. So it's like a 2 times multiply gem. So I'm going to keep Mherex on and use 17k Santa. If you don't have 17k Santa, then you would throw any 2 green MP person you have here, preferably Scott Steiner, and then throw Miz over here for the 100% Snowfall. So that's the other option. So you do your 2-3 matches, load the finisher. Chuck your Snowfall gems, and then Hopefully the whole top row is full. It's not, but at least the second row is, so we don't lose that much. So we're going to destroy the top 2 rows, turn the rest of it green, recycle, wham bam, gem damage is solid, 12 million, 17 million total, but that 12 million would only be 24 million at gold, and then a 7 million finisher, like 31 million. Again, doesn't quite get it done. Great for silver. Again, just about everything he has is great for silver. This one is the best I could come up with. It's the easiest to use, it's the fastest, and it's the safest. It also hits the hardest. It does take Roxanne as the downside, and it is tricolor, which is also a downside considering how perks are these days. That's potential for your MP to be nerfed 3 different ways, although the black wouldn't matter because this fills by 10, so that actually doesn't matter. Really, you could get nerfed 2 different ways on MP. So loadout for this one is not saved by me. No problem. Because I ran out of space. Because I did 6 builds. So you're going to use Roxanne, because that gets the red and the green loaded turn 1 with Santa Hogan. And then again, go back to Miz, because that's like a 1-time multiply, like a 2-time multiply, and then your 98% buff. So the great thing about this is the green and the red are both loaded, so you don't need to do any choosing to load the finisher. So it's just faster. You might be worried about recycling. We will take care of that a bit as we put some plates on here. So you just do that, and then you hit this, and the top row we're golden on because it's all across the top row. So we're just going to break that one only. $14 mil gem damage, 19 mil total. That would be 28 and like 35 mil, right? Still borderline. So what can we do? And again, this is only a 20% strap. What can we do to increase that? Well, we can put a bigger strap on. So let's put 100, and then let's put there's one plate specifically that will help a decent-ish amount, I think. And we will run that. 100. Boom. Boom. Equip. Thank you. And we'll get to that plate. It's a combo of plates. I don't think, if you've seen some of my other videos, I don't think this will surprise you. Like Braun. So the KO plate, whenever you break 4 green gems, generate 10 random black gems at the end of your turn. So let's throw that one. And then we're also going to throw... Not that. That would be counterproductive. You don't really want that. So there's a few ways you could go, because those don't line up. You could go with this one. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, you gain 3 red MP, last known survivor, and that would help you recycle the red, right? So if you break 3 red, you're going to get your black gems most likely off of this. So then this and this combined, well, you'll see. We'll refill your red move if you're worried about recycling. And then the extra gem breakage is nice because we have a 98% buff. We also have a bigger strap equipped now. So that's the process. And we do want to destroy 3 red gems, which are on the top 2 rows. So everything actually works out beautimous for a complete recycle. Ba-dum-bum-bum. So there's that. Some extra black gem damage. 22 million gem damage. So that would be 44 million, and it recycled. So that is the winner to me. For him is the tricolor. Don't have to choose. You need that generate plate adds a little bit, but for Bret to be successful, he's definitely going to want 100% strap. You're going to want one of those plates where you can chuck stuff at the end of your turn like that. Also, his gear would help because his gear does add 4 MP. At that point, you can drop Roxanne. And let's say if you got Trish, you could add Trish, who would make your Snowfall gems hit harder as well. Or you could use a 2 red. Oh gosh, 2 red. Tyler Breeze, right? And then not need 17k Santa, and then you could replace Santa. Nice cascade there. 23 million gem damage for 46 mil at gold. Plus the finisher would hit in the 50s. So it makes him just borderline usable. It's fast, though, so that's really good. Low 50s with 100% strap, one of those plates, and can recycle as long as you pick up at least 2 reds on the top row or top 1 or 2 rows. So where does he fit in? Strikers are loaded, right? So the coach alone, though, I mean, like, I want him for that. I'm not gonna lie, the coach to me is a big deal. So he's not Ali, he's not Braun with the middle lane. He's not Bam Bam with a moment. We tested Bam Bam without a moment, and I think we were at like 45 million. So and the fact that it's not multiply gems, so it's harder to nerf. Definitely not Ali with gear moment. Bray's gonna be better, I think. I think like Funk's got more cascade chance. I actually like him above Funk. That last build set makes me like him way more than I did. So if you have like 100% strap in the KO plate and you can run that and stuff to get the extra gem damage, that really helps a lot. Pushes him over the edge. So actually, that it does make me like him quite a bit more. Braun needs a middle lane, which I dislike, but he's crazy with it. Angle, I don't like the sub gameplay, so that's going to be a pass for me. Same thing with Rock, it will be a pass, so I like him more than both of them. DDP with the Judgment Day plate and stuff, I probably like better. Hall of Fame Vader with nearing the end plate, for sure nearing the end plate and moment, I like better. Zombie Sammy with all this stuff, I like better. But after that, yeah, I mean, so he does end up being better than I initially thought when I started. Had to work for it, though. I think depending what you have on your roster, your gameplay style, what you like, he definitely can be a fighter that's useful in the Attitude Era. I do like him above Bradshaw now, because he's much quicker. He actually probably going to need less than Bradshaw by far, too. So I would put him above Bradshaw. So he probably ends up 6, 7, somewhere in there for me. I love that he's safe with the last build. Maybe even makes it to 5-ish, depending on what all you have. So let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed this preview video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Not the best there is, but very solid and a great coach.